Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday to you all. It is almost the end of, oh my God, is it Halloween night tonight? My God. Happy Tuesday, and it's a very exciting day today because we have another very special business insights growth training for you today. A little bit different, of course, but you know me, I love to do things a little bit different. I don't do things normal. And that's the way I like it, not to do things normal. Just a couple of housekeeping things. When you are coming on to say hi and you're watching, say hi, guys. I love to feel like we are all in the room together. That's a really important thing. Now, just bear with me while I do this. I'm going to go onto my phone and make sure that I am live in the right place. Yes, I am. There we go. Nice. Sure that hello, beautiful Emily and Amy. I can see that you're both watching. Here we go. He's gorgeous, Emily. Now, also, if you are coming on live as well and you haven't yet given StreamYard permission to see your name, just click the link in the description above and you'll be able to see Emily, your name, just like we can see Emily's name here when you say hi again, so I can feel like we're in the room with each other. Okay. Now, as I said, guys, today we have a very special guest who's coming on, and I'm very, very excited because this beautiful lady, oh my God, I can tell you, has just gone from level to level to level in the last few months when we have been working together. And I cannot tell you, and I'm hoping that she will, give you a few insights today, the amount of success that this incredible lady is having. And I would love to introduce you to the beautiful Erin Forster. And we're going to talk about how Erin has tripled her income over in 90 days, guys. Tripled her income, over tripled her income. So before we get into that, hi, Erin. How are you, my darling? Can you hear me, Erin?
Good morning. I'm good.
Great. Lovely to have you here, my darling.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. We may have a bit of a delay. I think this is a little bit of StreamYard, a little bit of my internet, probably. But that's all right. You know what? We're going to wing it. All right. So, Erin, before we get into talking about, the amazing success that you have had over the last few months, I would love you to just tell us a little bit about your business and how you've come to do what you're doing.
Okay, good morning. So, my name's Erin. I'm from Port Lincoln on the Eyre Peninsula in SA. I am an independent Sensi consultant. I'm actually an independent superstar consultant now. And I joined Sensi, would have been, I always get this wrong, and I usually have to confide in Claire, but it's either the end of March or early April. It was around then that I joined Sensi. I came from another direct selling company, which we will not mention. But I moved to Sensi because I love the products. I only joined to be a personal shopper, which is what most people decide to join as. And then just fell even more in love with the products and decided, hey, I'm going to give this a go. I was pretty successful right from the beginning. But the fact that it's a consumable product and it runs out, so people need to buy more, was my main reason for sticking with it and working the business as much as I have today. So it wasn't my plan in the beginning, but the products are just so amazing, and I absolutely love them. And I know that through my passion of them, they're just so easy to sell. They sell themselves. I don't have to sit here and tell you how good they are, because if you use Sensi, you know already. They're amazing. So yeah, I run my own Sensi business. I'm a single mama. So I life's a little bit hard sometimes because she's special needs. So I decided 2 years ago to give up work because she needed me more than I needed work. Um, and soon realized I still needed an income. So I decided to start working from home, so that I could do whatever I needed to do for her. And like I said, I was doing another business, which I was successful at as well. But yeah, when I moved to Sensi, I was just like, yeah, nah, this is my home. This is where I want to be. Yeah.
And isn't it amazing, Erin? You would be surprised, or you wouldn't be surprised, maybe, about how often I hear that. Is how often that people will say to me, "Oh, I just kind of bought the products, or I joined as a home shopper, or I just tried out a serve or whatever," and then before you know it, wait, hang on a minute, that's actually what I want to do, and you, oh my God, girlfriend, you have just friggin' embraced it, like embraced it to the nth degree.
Yeah, I did. I was like, I hit the ground and I hit the ground and I literally went running and I just didn't stop. I had my foot on the pedal right from the word get go, pretty much. I think it was only like literally a couple of days. I started getting orders. I was like, well, this is easy. And then I achieved every level I could achieve in my first 70 days. We have there's a few different things you can achieve. And I was one of only 6 people in the whole of Australia and New Zealand in 2023 that got to level 3. And I walked the stage at SFR, and that was the most amazing experience of my life. Was crazy. So yeah, I literally did.
Tell us, for those who don't understand, what SFR is.
So SFR is Sensi Family Reunion. So obviously it's an American-based company. Our headquarters is in Idaho. And Sensi Family Reunion is basically where people from head office come over to Australia. Well, they go everywhere, basically, in all the different regions. So they come over to Australia. We went to Brisbane. I've got a team in Sydney, so I flew to Sydney and I got to meet my team face to face because I'd been friends with these people for a while, and then they joined my team, but I'd never met them, so I went to Sydney, I met my team. I then flew up to Brisbane and I stayed with Claire, and I was up there for I think 10 days or something, and it was just the most amazing experience. Like, until you go to one of these seminars, you just don't get it. Like, they were all telling me before I went, oh, you wait, the Sensi Spirit's huge, you're going to love it. I'm thinking, these people are weird. They are on some kind of happy drugs or something. I just didn't believe it. I was like, nah. And you know what? When I went, I cried, I screamed, I yelled, I loved it. It was the most amazing experience of my life. It was 3 days of workshops and giveaways and freebies and crazy Sensi spirit that, like, there's 400 people in a room, and as soon as someone yells out Sensi, everyone starts going, Spirit! And they just scream. Like,
oh my God.
the airport's full of Sensi people, and they're doing it from each end of the airport. Like,
Love
everyone in Sensi just loves each other. Like, it's, everyone that in Sensi will tell you that it is the family that you never knew you needed. Like Claire says it all the time. Everyone I know, and I didn't believe it until I experienced it. So it's basically just all these people coming over, like, not teaching us, because you're an independent consultant. The way you run your business is completely and utterly up to you. So the way I run my business is not necessarily the way that Joe Blow down the street wants to run their business. I'm just here to support you and mentor you if that's what you want. If you want to learn the ways that I do it, I'm quite happy to teach you, but it's not up to me. I can't run your business for you. So they're not coming over here and going, oh, this is what you must do. This is how you have to do it. They're just going, hey, these are the success stories. This is what I've done. If you want to learn a bit more about it, then have a listen and you can learn. So it was exhausting because it was 3 days of just hearing, like, person after person talking about what they'd done in their business. And of course, me being new, and I'm like this sponge of, like, goodness that I want to hear all this stuff. And I'm like, so I just indulged and I just listened to it all. And I suppose I took away from that a lot of stuff as well, which was really, really good. But yeah, so it's basically just like they call it family reunion, but it's just like a big conference, a global conference, basically.
Awesome. All right. So what I would love to know, because I really want to get in there into this thing about how you have over tripled your income in 90 days. That is no mean feat by any any stretch of the imagination. Tell us some things that you did to be able to grow your reach and have that income.
Okay, so obviously, I grew my team, which was a massive thing for me. I think I said to Ali right back in the beginning, and I don't even know if this was before I joined HSBA or whether might have been in our first call that we had about like, what do you want to do for your business? I said to her, I'd like to have 3 people join Sensi Club so I had some income coming in, over the next 6 months. And I'd like to have 3 team members. Like, I'd like to have 3 team members because I think that will help me grow my business. I now have 26 team members. So I have just made sure that I have been sharing the opportunity. And you know what? It's not even about talking people into joining, because it's literally like you just tell them what you get and what happens and how well it works. And they're just like, oh, yeah, sign me up. You know what? And there's no like, we don't have sales targets, do you know? So like, if someone just wants to come in and just buy for themselves, that's all cool. We're not going to sit here and tell you have to sell this every month. And I think that in itself is enough to get people in, because some businesses, they'll only get you to join if you can make sales for them. And Sensi's not about that. We're just not about that. So yeah, I shared the opportunity. I grew my team. I now have 26 girls and I have some Gen 2s, which means basically anyone I recruit is a Generation 1 recruit because they're mine. But then I've got some of my recruits who are now recruiting. So they're Gen 2s for me. So that's a massive thing. Also growing my group. Like, I started off, I did have a fair few people in my group, but I think it was probably last month when I spoke to you, I had 236 in my group. I'm now at 520 in my group. So I've done a lot of work on adding a lot of people, and that is, and just adding random people that I might not necessarily know, but they're people that, like they're in the same groups that I'm in, basically. So I'm just getting to know them, having a chat. Hey, join me, see how we go. So I've grown my group by crazy amounts, grown my team by crazy amounts. And I think with those two hand in hand, that just helped me. I mean, I am a go-getter. I saw that come up here and I'm like, yeah, that was Parme, was it? Because she knows me. She's listened. And I am a very see, Susie's on there, so I feel like I can say naughty things, but I don't want to say anything too naughty. But I'm a jump in the deep end kind of girl, so take that how you want.
Definitely.
And I am someone who literally I just go for it, so I think in business you really need to be like that, because if you're hesitant and you stand back and you're in the background, you're never really going to get anywhere. And I'm pretty forward and out there, and you know what, people will either love me or they hate me, and if they don't like me, move along, because I don't want you in my circle. So I think my attitude and my vibrancy as such, my loud outgoing self, as some would like to say, has helped me a lot in my business, because people see me and they see the energy and they see my commitment to making my business work, and not necessarily my business, but everybody in my team's business. And it is all about the teamwork makes the dream work, as we say, because I couldn't do it without my team. Like, I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have those 26 people all helping me to be able to achieve every month. So, but I went from 3 months ago bringing in about, I think around, like, am I allowed to say figures or not really?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, okay. So 3 months ago, my monthly wage was sitting at about $400. last month I got $1,400. So yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, that's exactly right, Susie. Jump right in, mate. Balls deep, as they say. Just jump straight in the deep end because
Right, and just say it.
yeah, and I'm a go hard or go home, like go hard or go home kind of girl, and that's in my business. Not telling all my people that they have to do that in theirs, but I'm a go hard or go home. And when I achieve what I want, I'm going for the next. So me and Ali were just talking. So I stepped up. Like I said, I got my first 4 promotions in my first couple of months with Sensi, and I've made I think I'm on like my 5th or 6th promotion now. Like
Oh, we've lost count.
so my next is director, and so Scott, who's our superstar global. If I had hit director this month, which we've only got till tomorrow, and I'm like a little far off, but if I'd hit director this month, I would have been following Scott and Alexander's footsteps. Now, they are the most successful people in Sensi. They 12 years ago started Sensi, and they are huge now. And he said, Erin, if you hit director this month, you're following in our footsteps because that's the exact same time span that we hit director in. So I was like, whoa, that's like a huge feat, you know? But yeah, this month, you know, like I know I'm sitting here going, oh, I didn't get director, but hey, I got superstar consultant this month, which was huge. I stepped up from getting, yeah, it's huge. It is huge. So I got another promotion this month, and I stepped up from 2,500 GWV. I'm not going to go into numbers because it will confuse the hell out of Ali and everyone here. To 6,500 GWV, which is huge. That's like a 40% of your actual money is GWV. So there's some huge numbers. So yeah, I'm just so blessed that I have found such a good group of people, and we all work together to make it work.
Beautiful. I'm so proud of you. You're absolutely amazing. Now, I would love to talk about, now you briefly mentioned it before. You mentioned HSBA. Now, for those of you who are watching and you don't know what HSBA, this is what we lovingly call the Heart and Soul Business Academy. And Erin, of course, is a beautiful part of our academy. And this is what I mean when I say is I have watched her growth over the last, well, I would say 4 months when we were in the last round of the academy, but it's actually been longer than that because I did know you before that. But I would love to, if it's okay, talk about how the academy itself has helped you in that growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, tell us what made you join the academy.
Well, I'd known Ali for a little bit beforehand because from expos and stuff like that. And obviously Ali and Claire, my director, are friends. So I had always, I'd connected with Ali beforehand, and we're much for muchness. I like to put me, you and Susie in the same bowl because I can imagine us 3 together would just be like, well, that's the duck's nuts. Hey, Susie.
See, you got it.
And, yeah. We're all loud, we're all out there, we all just say how we feel, you know, and they're my people. I love those people. So I really connected on a one-on-one with you, Ali, before HSBA. So I knew that if someone was going to get my butt into gear and teach me something, how to use a laptop, it would be Ali. Because
yes.
The story about the laptop is that last year in December in Black Friday sales, I bought a laptop. And I didn't open that laptop until 3 months ago. And it was right in the, I think it was in the first month of HSBA. I was still too scared to open it. And now everyone gets excited when I go live on my laptop because they're like,
really,
it's on your laptop. But now, like, thanks to getting that confidence from everyone in HSBA, I now use my laptop on a regular basis. I make labels for my business. I go live. I know how to use Zoom. I'm so excited about it. And I'm not scared to just hit the buttons and just try. Like, I put this background on my thing today. Ali was impressed with that. I was like, I just hit a few buttons and look what I did. I feel like I'm in a chateau. But yeah, I was already a pretty confident person, but I was I was an outside confident person. I wasn't an inside confident person. And for anyone who knows my story, like, I'm obviously a bigger girl. I've been fat shamed my whole life. So my inside confidence was like, and so my outside confidence made up for it. And that's why I'm so loud and boisterous, because I don't want people to see what the inside's like. But since doing HSBA, we sort of leveled out a little bit. We're sort of like in the playing field here. And I love that, because you know what? I know my worth now. And that's what I strive for. And I have Ali to thank for that. And not just Ali, but everyone in HSBA was like my little second family. Like, I just love all the girls in there. They are all so beautiful. They're all so supportive. And it can be random stuff. It can just be like, hey, I don't know what picture to use on my Facebook page, and I'll put 6 of them in the group, and they'll all give me their opinions, and none of it is bad. It's all like, hey, we think this one works better, or this one works better. And between us all, we'll sit there and nut it out. And to have that is just amazing. It's, yeah.
Oh, that's so good. And this is the thing, isn't it? It's all about, working together as a team, So
Yeah.
I would love to know, you may have already answered this, but I'd love to know what was the best thing or your favorite thing about the course altogether? And that's a big question.
Yeah. The connections are definitely, I mean, obviously we love you. But just the connections, not only with you, but everybody else, was like, obviously what we learn is next to nothing. Do you know, you can't get that kind of information. And you know what the best part is? Ali doesn't talk to you like you're a computer nerd, because I have no clue. Like I said, didn't use a laptop before. So for someone, I couldn't have sat in a course and learned the things I learned. Still won't go near Airtable. Sorry, Ali, but I just can't do that.
We'll get you there.
So I'm like, yeah, no. But like, I could never have got to where I'm at and learnt the things I'd learnt if I didn't have that support, and that support and that community has just been. I never thought that I'd get that anywhere apart from my little Sensi family, but then I found HSBA, and then I found a second family, and I sort of feel like this child that has 6 different families now, like, it's just really nurturing. It's really, really nurturing and loving, and to know that you can come in there, rain, hail or shine, have the worst day in the world and sit there with your camera off. I guarantee by the end of class, you'll have your camera on and you'll be talking to everyone, because they love you, whether or not you're there in your downest days or your highest highs. They do. They just love you.
Amazing. Oh, that's incredible, beautiful. So, in that, tell us what you would say to someone who might be thinking about, like, they're looking for someone, they're looking for a course to teach them how to run a business. They're looking for a way to grow their business. They might even be looking for a business coach. What would you say to someone who's considering the Heart and Soul Business Academy?
Hit up Ali Sugars. Jump in, balls deep, as I say it, and just do it. Do you know? Because I think I said to Ali after our first meeting, I said, let me have a think about it. And I didn't really need to think about much. I was just keeping her hanging. I didn't want to be like, yeah, let's go. Like, I was like, yeah, I got to at least make her think I'm thinking about it. But yeah, like, you will never meet someone who is more dedicated to what they do and what they love than Al. She's just amazing. I just love her. I just, like, and I find it hard, because, like, I like to introduce her as like, oh, this is my business coach, but I'm like, but no, this is my friend, like, and I'll go to Adelaide and we'll catch up for dinner, and because she's just amazing. You're just amazing, and your heart to your people in your little group here in our community, as we say it, is just next to none, and you've just always got an open ear, and you just Yeah, just do it. Just don't think about it. Just do it. Have a chat with Ali one-on-one. Exactly. She is, Susie. She is so genuine, and it is rare. It's like how they say common knowledge isn't very common these days. Yeah, but Ali is next to none. She is.
Wow.
You won't regret it. You won't regret it. I
Well,
could go on all day about how much I love Ali and how much I love Heart and Soul, and you don't want to hear me ramble on about that all day. But yeah, if
I
you
could
want
listen.
someone who is going to have your back in business, you want Ali.
Well, thank you, darling. I mean, and guys, I did not pay her to say that at all. Trust me. I'm literally blushing because I wasn't expecting that. Thank you, darling. I really do appreciate that. And I want to take it back to saying too that like I say in HSBA, yes, I'm the coach, and yeah, I'm the one that that does all the training and stuff. But it is a family. It really is a community and a family, and we will support each other. And I love it. We're continuing to do that. I love that you are a part of it. And yeah, it just makes everything extra special to have you in. So I'm literally blushing on it. Anywho, let's move on. Did you
take the check in the mail, Ali?
Yeah, no, I just said I didn't pay you. No, just oh my god, it's all falling apart. No, just joking. I'm laughing. All right, now, Erin, or you have just frozen. I hope you're still there. You've told us all about Sensi, how wonderful Sensi is. Now, guys, you know that I use Sensi products. I love them. Did you have a freebie or a giveaway or a link or something that you wanted to share with anyone who might be interested in hitting you up, as you would say, for some Sensi?
Yes. So, I had my comments going in my phone down here because I didn't know how I would do that. But what I will do is, I will pop in the bottom down there. That's my ordering link. That'll just go to the PWS and show you what we have. But if you want to hit me up on Facebook, it's Erin Smelly World. And yeah, so come join my group. We have lots of fun. We have lots of giveaways, heaps of product knowledge, some tips and some tricks. And you know what? If you join, you can always connect with me. And people love that.
Yeah,
I'm always there. So and just like I said, if there's anyone out there who is looking for a business opportunity and they want something that there isn't those sales that you need to make, or you just want to be mentored by someone who is going to have your back and love you like Ali does, then come join me.
Amazing. Yes, highly recommended, guys. If you also want to, in a minute, put the link to your groups, as Erin's Smelly World.
Yes.
Pop that in
Erin
the
Smelly
comments as
World,
well,
yes.
if you like. And guys, just before we go to now, again, we have mentioned, so you can see the level of confidence that Erin has developed over the last 6 months, let's say. She has gotten her laptop out of her box. I'm just going to say, Erin, you are getting very techie, and I'm very proud of you. This is a woman who just was saying, I don't know how to do anything, and just trying to do everything on her phone. I'm very, very proud of you. Now, if you are someone like that, like we mentioned, if you're someone who is looking for a business coach, or you're looking for a course, you're looking for someone that's going to help you overcome that fear of tech, and even before that, teach you how to start a business, even without the tech, this is what the Heart and Soul Business Academy is all about. As Erin has mentioned too, giving you a wonderful supportive community. So if you would like to know more about that, pop the word pre-launch in the comments. This is your last day to get pre-launch prices. Absolute last day. We are officially launching a brand new format of the Heart and Soul Business Academy tomorrow, where the prices will go to the normal prices. Okay, so last day, comment pre-launch today. There we go. Emily's just said it. Do it. You won't be disappointed. There's another one of our beautiful HSBA graduates. yeah, so pop the word pre-launch in the comments, guys. I would love the opportunity to connect with you and share with you a bit more. And thank you, Erin, for coming and sharing your insight on how you've tripled your income, you've grown your confidence, you are an incredible success in your business, and I can just see so much more success coming your way. I'm friggin' excited for you, babe. Friggin' excited for you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and thanks for everyone. And you know what? Because I couldn't see all the comments, I was seeing some come up, but thank you, Emily, for your comment about when you said, I'm so blessed to have watched this girl go from strength to strength. Emily is in my upline team for Sensi, and she's in HSBA, and she is a friend of mine, and it's so good to actually be appreciated and see people like you have, Ali, see me go from where I was to where I am, and just people can see it and say it. And thank you. Love you, Em.
Love you. Love all you guys. Looking forward to having a chat to all of you. Don't forget, last day for pre-launch prices, guys. Thank you, beautiful Erin. And we will see you again next Tuesday, everybody, for another Business Growth Insights training. Who knows what we're going to do next week? I do, but you don't yet. See you, everybody.
Bye.